In Rio Ferdinand, who was one of the greatest centre-halves Manchester United have ever had. Rio, Jose Mourinho, is he still one of the greatest?
Listen, I think Jose Mourinho will still go down as one of the greatest managers in Premier League history. I think his record, there's no doubt in that. But you have to, if we're talking on current form, you'd say that at the moment he's not the greatest in terms of winning the big trophy in the last couple of years. But he still has an opportunity to change that, and I think maybe we're getting a bit carried away in some quarters, some parts. That 3 games in, no league title has ever been won in August. So I played in a team that had as bad a record as this in their first games when I won a league. So I think sometimes you've got to calm down a little bit, and there's a lot going on. I think there's a lot more to this than just Jose calling himself the greatest.
Do you think by his press conferences, it's taking the pressure off the players? And is it the right thing to do?
Yeah, listen, I think I played under probably the greatest Premier League manager in history, Alex Ferguson. A lot of his things are mind games, and I think Jose's akin to that in some ways. I think him talking about all this takes the pressure off the team, maybe puts the pressure on him, and I think that's a sign of a good manager in terms of making sure that he alleviates the pressure off his team.
When there was times at Manchester United when you would have gone through bad spells, in a dressing room full of leaders, which you had, what would the atmosphere been like in that dressing room? Would it be a siege mentality?
Yeah, very much so. It's almost us against the world, and I think maybe that's what he's trying to create. It's us against the world. They're not going to be able to. People don't like us. No one likes us, but we don't care. Type of attitude, and I think that's the way he is. I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to some sort of mythology to make sure that he gets this team working in the way that he wants it to work. He's tried different things. He's tried tactical. He maybe tried calling people out in the press. Now it's that siege mentality that he might be coming with.
And later on, Rio, on the big debate, we're talking about international football and should you retire? When's the right time to retire? You'd never retire from international football, did you?
No, I didn't, but I understand it when people do retire. Listen, I was one of the players. I was lucky. I was more often than not I played when I went to a tournament, or when I went and played. When I got called up, I wasn't really a squad player, so I was lucky in that respect. But I understand the likes of Vardy, who's been to tournaments as a squad player, really hasn't played many minutes, and would probably be the same. You've got Harry Kane in front of him. He's thinking, I need to save and preserve energy sometimes. Now, for in my 30s, to move forward, and then obviously let the door open for some younger players coming through. So I think sometimes you've got to respect that. Maybe it's a bit selfish of him. It's a bit he's making other people have an opportunity, and he's thinking of his long-term future with football. Yes, it's great, and I don't think we can sit here and doubt his passion for playing for England. It's just that I think he's taking care of himself as an individual, knowing that England have more than capable players to step into the void he's leaving.
Listen, mate, great insight once again. You're off to the Etihad for Man City against Newcastle on BT later, and you're 5:30. Thanks, mate, for joining us. Have a safe trip.
Thanks a lot, mate. Take care. Good luck.
Cheers, mate.